Hey guys, welcome back to Xposed Tuesday. Today we're going to talk about the state of Xposed Installer as far as it actually relates to Android 5.1 and Android 5.1.1, specifically the unofficial version. So without further ado, let's check it out. So this is my Nexus 6. I'm running Lollipop version 3.2. Now 3.2 is a 5.1.1 Android 5.1.1 version ROM. And I say this because what's happening is that at some point or another, if you're running a custom ROM, you're going to have a limitation of where you need to be and you're going to have to upgrade. So I'm no longer running Android 5.0.2, so I don't have the ability of actually using the official version of the installer. So what we're able to do is the installer itself, or actually the application of the installer, is still the same one for Android 5.1 or 5.1.1. Looks the same, runs the same, because essentially it is the actual app that Rovo put out. The only difference is in the background. So what we need to do here obviously is we need to download a file. And what the file is called, and we'll go here, it's basically a modified version, and I'll give you guys a link to be able to download that. And here it is. It's Xposed ARM. It's 2015 March 8th 5.1.zip. It's been modified to be able to run on Android 5.1 and 5.1.1. So since I'm able to use it on mine, and it works the same way that you'd normally be able to install it. Just install the application, reboot, go into the recovery, and then install the zip file, restart. The first startup is going to be a little bit longer because it's going to probably, basically what the basic function of it is, it clears cache and it clears Dalvik cache. So what happens is the system has to rebuild that entire library, and then when you go into that, you're done, and then you're able to use it. The limitation though at this point is that not all module will work, and then that's basically in my situation. You'll need to notice that the majority of my modules don't work. Now, MimingGuard does work. I don't have it running here because it does crash some applications, but Greenify doesn't work, GravityBox doesn't work, ChromePy doesn't work, Amplify doesn't work, unfortunately. App Settings does work in some systems. I haven't had a chance to try it out here. And then there's other things that you can definitely try. And then the other modules that I did for you guys last week. The one thing you want to keep in mind is make a backup of your system as soon as you install, right before you install the actual new version of the installer. So if you're running fresh 5.1.1, just back up your system right there and then go from there. If you hit any roadblocks, you can always restore to that point. If not, you're good. As you guys saw, the installation is pretty simple. If you have a fresh ROM, make sure you back it up before you go through the process of installing. And if you already have your modules installed from a previous set, make sure you disable all your modules in the installer before you go through and install the zip file. That sets your system to be ready to be able to basically see if it does or doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, no problem, you revert back and you wait for the next version. If it does work for your system, just make sure that you obviously, again, make sure all the modules are off. Check the list that I'll give you guys a link to here in the description, and it'll give you access to all the modules that are known to work with Android 5.1 or 5.1.1. And as long as it's compatible, you should be fine. The list currently is a slightly smaller subset than what's compatible with 5.0. Of course, it's even, which is a slightly smaller subset that was compatible with the earlier KitKat version of the installer. So as time goes on, things get better, things get updated, we'll have a better list, and please, you can keep checking back on that option, or the list itself. Other than that, I think it's pretty nice to have it. I would have liked to have a little bit more compatibility. A lot of the non-functioning modules are pointing to the fact that the installer isn't really 100% compatible. So the zip file specifically, not the APK. So that's something that hopefully will get fixed as Rovo progresses his work and starts supporting 5.1. And as we all know, current version that he's only supporting is up to 5.0.2, and his focus is to make sure that that version is working correctly and it has less and less issues, no more boot loops and other concerns on other devices. So once that's complete, hopefully he'll be able to transition to 5.1 and we'll be able to see something a little bit better than what we have. As usual, like and subscribe to this channel, like and subscribe to my channel, and just keep an eye out. There's going to be more update as time goes on, and it will have a bigger supported list of devices that we can actually all enjoy. I'll see you guys soon.